We're camping in Vilnius, a small campsite right in the heart of the city and behind a hostel full of young people having a good time. There's actually a terrace where you can buy a beer, buy a coffee on the other side under the shade of the trees. Great campsite.
Welcome to the old town of Vilnius. This particular part of the town that we're in is called, I think, Uzupis, and I'll put the name on the bottom. But what I like about it is it declared itself a republic in 1997, so it has its own constitution, and it even says things like everyone has the right to be idle and everyone has the right to be unknown and undistinguished. So, pretty cool place.
And what have you found behind you, Rene?
Oh, it's some really gorgeous church that I know nothing about, but it looks pretty spectacular. As cities go, this city is really, really cool. It's not particularly big for a capital city, but it's got everything you need. Great buildings, restaurants, cafes, not too crowded, really good vibe.
Just the vibe of the thing. It's all part of it.
That church looks like the cream cake that you had in Slovenia.
Yeah, it does a bit. Now we know you're not a big city boy, but what do you make of this place?
I like this. This is a capital city. It's not very big. I think it's got about 400,000 people. So you feel like you're on top of things. There are no hop-on, hop-off buses, which is always a good sign. No crowds of tourists. You can wander around in a day, feel like you've seen something. Not too much hustle and bustle. Yeah, well done, Lithuania.
And what's that behind you?
This is the palace, I believe the President's Palace, and we're the only people here. We found the cathedral. It's got a bit of a Greek feel to it. There's a bell tower. Behind me, we've got a statue which looks like Darth Vader on top. We've got a castle behind, and we have some crosses on a hill, which is always one of our favourite things to visit. There's a lot of downtime in our motorhome, and we seem to read a lot of books, so visiting second-hand bookstores in our travels is a must, and this place is a great little find. This should keep us going for a few more weeks.
Often don't video actually when we're driving through cities because normally we're too busy navigating and trying to avoid accidents, but it's not too busy here in Vilnius, so we thought we'd show you what it's like driving the motorhome in a city. In this case it's not too bad. This is where we spent the night. It is a picnic area next to an expressway. Pretty classy place. It's got these big stones and hammocks. Apparently it's some kind of art installation. We don't really know what it's about because we don't speak Lithuanian, but it looks kind of cool.
We're surrounded by crosses. Are we back in Poland?
No, we're not in Poland. We're at the Hill of Crosses in Lithuania. They don't really know why this place started. They think the crosses have been here since about 1830, and every year now pilgrims come, Catholic pilgrims, and leave the crosses here, and they think there's probably 100,000 crosses here. So yeah, very interesting. How does this compare with Grobaka in Poland?
There are definitely way more crosses here, no question. But I think a big part of that is to do with the tourist infrastructure. There's a big tourist information centre, shops that sell the crucifixes, and again there's places for tourist buses, and so it's on the tourist trail. Get a lot more visitors, a lot more crosses here as a result. But it's impressive. The scale is very impressive.